Hello and welcome to a new episode of Real Spooky Stories, place where I tell your real spooky stories. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Yeah, we've got a little guest again. We've got Amy with us again today.
Hi!
Happy New Year! Hope you all had a lovely 2024. It is now 2025, January the 5th.
Wow.
First Sunday in 2025. Where has that year, gone? That year went so fast, and I feel like this year's going to go fast again. January the 5th already. It's been 5 days of January already.
Wow.
Right, today I asked Amy what vibe of story she wants, what category, and she just said, just scare me.
I mean, to be scared, and it's hard to do, so I just
you like to be scared.
I know, that's a bit weird the way I said that.
Okay, well, I haven't read these, I just found them and they looked alright, whatever, so I just got them. I haven't read them.
How many stories are there?
I think there's 5.
Okay, I'm gonna rank them 1 to 10 on how much they scared me.
Okay.
10 is I'm not sleeping on my own tonight.
Okay.
And 1 is
well, I haven't read them through, so
and then I'll order them once they're done.
I haven't read them through, so okay.
Okay.
I think we've got 5. Some are longer than others, I think. So
take it away.
Yeah, I'll take it away. I'll just get right in. First one is from the subreddit. Oh, all the stories, obviously, like always, are linked below if you want to read the comments or whatever. So anyway, the first one is taken from the subreddit Ghost Stories, and it is titled Ghost of a Little Girl. Had a ghost of a little girl who died from leukemia at our last house. 20 or so years ago, when our 3 girls were 3 little girls, 2, 4 and 6, we lived in a house in MA. Is that Massachusetts?
Yeah.
We shared a driveway into the woods with a neighbour. Good guy. Cool.
I like that.
He told us that before we moved in, a little girl that lived there in her wheelchair had somewhat recently died from leukemia. Oh. I couldn't even imagine those poor parents. We lived there 7 years. After we had been there a year or 2, we started having occurrences late at night, between midnight and 2:30am. The 2 older girls shared a bedroom and slept in a bunk bed that I had made. My oldest was in the top bunk. My youngest had their own.
She made it. Go girl. Soz.
Oh yeah.
She made that bunk bed. Love that.
My oldest was in the top bunk. My youngest had her own room. So late at night,
shouldn't it be the other way around?
My oldest in the top. Yeah, actually.
Maybe the youngest was too young. I wanted to say it was 2.
Yeah.
Maybe that was too young.
Oh yeah, like a baby in a cot. Are they in a cot at 2? Don't know. So late at night, when the house was dead quiet, the girls' toys would start playing by themselves. Some would light up, some would make whatever noises that kids' toys do. This started happening a lot. Man, it freaked my wife and I out. We'd be sleeping and suddenly the kids' toys would start moving around and playing sounds by themselves. We knew it was the little girl who had died. Aww. She just wanted to play. She did come back and play. Our house was way off the road. Very long, dark driveway. No one came out there, and especially not at night. One night I was home alone and someone knocked at the front door. I didn't think anything of it and ran to answer the door. Why'd you run?
To be fair, I properly like it when someone knocks on the door. I always think it's a parcel, though. That's why I run.
Unless you've been watching the parcel man, and then you have to pretend that you weren't watching.
It's like Royal Mail. You're the next delivery.
When I got to the top of the stairs, just a few feet from the door, I stopped. I friggin' knew that there was no one there.
You friggin' knew. My
hair stood up. That scared me. The toys playing by themselves went on for several months. One night, we woke up to my oldest daughter shrieking.
Ooh.
Her bunk bed was tall, and so when she was sleeping on her back, it was kinda close to the ceiling. Kinda. You know what I mean. She was screaming bloody murder. I think she was probably around 6 years old. She had woken up and the little girl was floating inches, maybe a foot above her head, right up against the ceiling, looking down on her. She just wanted to play. That's the end.
Well,
that's the end of the story. Yeah.
Why is she lurking above her?
Why is she floating above her? She just wanted to play. That's spooky.
Just wait till she's awake and then she can play with you.
It's like I got this story on purpose to get you, because the thing that got scared was
I know.
A girl in your bed.
And that's me.
Someone's commented, great story, spooky, and the OP's commented back, it's a true story, it happened almost 20 years ago, but it's all true.
What happened?
Sounds like it's not true.
I know. Is there anything further happen? I want to know.
Our kids are all grown now, but these things happened. They really want to make sure we know it's true.
Yeah, he's adamant.
My wife and I would wake up almost every night around 1am to 2am to the kids' games/toys flashing or making noise if they had been turned on. I would go into kids' rooms where the toys were and they'd be sitting up in their beds terrified. I don't think the entity meant any kind of harm. We always felt like she just wanted to play.
Okay, well, let's rate that one out of 10.
Let me see if there's more comments.
It didn't scare me that much. The thought of the kid floating above the head is a bit like vile. But it's not like, I'm not terrified.
Someone put a comment of like, I think it's like their own little story. We had an oldish house, around 100 years old. If your kids are that age, guessing one of the talking toys was Barney. Daughter was a toddler. She loved Barney. Happy to announce she's over that. Same thing, never happened during the day. Barney talked in the middle of the night. I'd hear, Mum, one of my 2 older kids waking me up. That damn Barney was at it again.
Damn Barney.
What was so funny is all of us creeping down the stairs to see Barney freaking us the heck out. I could have written it off as some malfunction if it happened at random times during the day, and if it wasn't always around the same time. After freaking us out for a few nights, I performed a Barneyectomy. Barneyectomy, removed the ability to talk and smashed it in the backyard.
Oh my God.
No, my toddler did not witness this carnage.
I was going to say, the kids are traumatised.
Sewed it back up, although... Sewed it back up?
Why did you... Sorry, you've took the batteries out, smashed it, and then you've sewn it back up.
Sewed
Is
it
this
back up.
American Psycho? What's he doing?
Sewed it back up, although because that dratted thing scared the bejesus out of us, was not her most popular toy anymore. Was a little happy if a toy had to go, it was Barney. What? Anyway, it was a freaky house, not the only woohoo event here. There was this little back room our dog and cat simply would not go into. Always cold, some old 1960s hideous wallpaper that was for some reason pristine. Finally kept the doors shut. No more talking toys though.
Oh, nice. I want to hear more of his stories.
I know, I do.
Okay, let me rate...
Someone's put, I always had a question for people like you. Why the hell would you live in the house when you clearly knew there was some paranormal activity going on?
Has he responded?
Yeah, he's just responded saying it was our first home, it took us multiple years to save. Everyone always says that, like, just move out. And I always say it as well. I'd move out, I'd go on super, but
If this was your house now, what would you do?
at the same time, I'd also be like, I have saved for this. I mean, if I did save for it,
You
like
did say
this.
it.
I know, if I did save for it all in years, and then...
Yeah, but I'm not being funny. Just be like, I need to come back home. I'm sure we'd let you in the house. I wouldn't let you in the house.
I know, like,
Your mum
I know,
and dad
like,
would.
you would, but like,
then
other people, like, move with the families and they can't. I think this is, like, a woman or a man who's wrote this. It's not like a kid.
No, I know, but then, like, move back with your family, sell your house and buy another one.
I know, but it probably weren't as easy back then, was it? What time was it? I mean, what time?
What time is it? What year is it?
20 years ago it was, so I feel like it wouldn't have been that easy to do then.
I feel like it would have been. If houses were about a penny then.
And they've also put, it's not always easy to get up and leave. Our ghost was a little girl. We never felt threatened, but it was scary.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, we never felt threatened, but also I don't want to open my eyes to a girl above me.
Yeah, I'd be like, you can stand in my room and stuff, but don't float above me. That's my
Also,
personal
no,
space.
don't stand in my room.
I wouldn't mind that.
Stand anywhere else but my room. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say to her.
Okay then, fair enough.
Okay.
So I'm going to rate
Yeah, go
that one. It didn't scare me, but
It didn't scare you. What about opening your eyes, seeing that girl?
yeah, I'd be a bit like, whoa.
So what? Rate it out of 5.
Out of 5.
1, not scary. 5 is, whoa, I'm
rest of
scared, man.
The rest of it. See, the whole story was not scary. Like, the toys wouldn't freak me out because we've had that and stuff. But
Yeah,
if they
I
opened
feel
my
like...
eyes and she was lurking above me, I'd be like, what are you doing?
I know, I feel like...
It'd make me jump because I wouldn't expect it, but then I wouldn't, like, sit there and cry. I'd be like, what?
I feel like, what I was going to say about the toys, like, I feel like, yeah, we've had that. If you haven't listened to that episode of my Spooky Story episode 1, way back when.
Go back to Spooky Story.
Yeah,
episode 1.
so I was saying about, like, toys on their own and stuff, but I feel like when people say toys move on their own, you're like, oh my god, that's too scary, but when it happens,
It's not.
it's kind of like, what was that? And then it's just like, oh.
At first, you didn't really realise.
Yeah, and then, like, you realise it was a toy, and you're like, oh, it was a toy, and then you're a bit like, oh, spooky, but then that's it. Like, not, you know what I mean?
Do you remember when, the other month, when we were looking for my passport in the loft? I
Yeah.
lost my passport, fun stuff, and then we were looking for it in the loft, and as we were searching, we had this, like, little toy house, what was literally from, like, about 20 years old, and I don't
About
know why,
2001.
literally when I was born, and it obviously must have still had batteries in, and it started, like, making noise, and I was like, oh, I probably just knocked it, and then we carried on. Look, we weren't. It was near us, but it wasn't like.
I think,
close,
like, my feet were sticking out.
Alright then.
I think I was sitting on the floor, and my feet were, like, in front of me, and it was next to my legs, but we didn't touch it.
Yeah. and it started playing, and we were just like, oh, Jay kicked it. And
But we didn't know what it was at first. We were like, what's that? And then we
Yeah.
were like, that's that little house. And then
I thought it was like the house trying to tell me where my passport was.
yeah,
And it wasn't.
the noise was like a shh, and we were like, oh, it's the bathroom. Maybe it's in the bathroom. We fully like looked in the bathroom to check.
The bathroom out, and then I was like, is it the sink in the kitchen? And then we went in the kitchen. It wasn't in the kitchen either. So.
Also, didn't find the passport.
Yeah, just so you know, it's still gone. So I'm gonna rate that on a scale of 1 to 5. I'm gonna do
5 being scary as hell. And
scared the bejesus out of me.
yeah, scared the bejesus. That damn Barney.
I'm gonna say a 2.
A 2, okay.
Because the whole story didn't bother me, didn't scare me. But if I opened my eyes and I didn't expect to see someone floating above me and they were there, I'd be like, wow. But then I wouldn't leave the house. I wouldn't like run away. I'd be like, what? I don't know. I'd get a fright because obviously you weren't expecting it. But then I'd just be like, stop it. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah. I know, yeah, I feel like that. Yeah,
Wow.
same for me.
Alright, Jade.
Same for me, double.
Yeah. Same.
Right, let's go on to, this one is taken from True Scary Stories and it's titled, I Think I Saw a Skinwalker.
Oh.
Before I start reading this, I was just about to say, like, they've put a little paragraph at first saying, first I'd like to say, if you're reading this, please don't call it a skinwalker, please refer to it as a fleshwalker or other thing, because it's bad to say their name out loud. Because I was about to say, it's meant to be bad to talk about skinwalkers.
Stop saying it then.
Skinwalker.
You're in my room.
Okay.
A flesh walker.
Okay, fleshwalker.
Oh, that sounds so annoying.
That sounds weird, I'm just going to say skinwalker.
Just kiss my
It's gonna
bedroom.
happen. Yeah.
Go on then.
Back in the month of June, I had gone on a church missions trip. This was my first ever and possibly last missions trip. I'd just gotten out of the shower trailer after working a long, hot and sweaty day. It's important to mention here that the building we girls were staying in was a church school. Okay. I'd opened the back doors because that's where the shower trailers were located and closest to get in, and saw my older friend, who we're calling Anne, walking to the bathrooms. She was in her faded Dr. Pepper t-shirt and a standard pyjama pants.
Oh wow, edgy girl.
Edgy. She had a drawstring bag with her as well. I was going to call out to her initially but decided not to, as I didn't want to disturb the other church group staying in the school. I got to the classroom we were staying in and opened the door. Inside was my friend Anne talking with her best friend, who we'll call H. There were 2 other girls who we'll call E and A.
Oh, these are stressing me out.
I know, just say names. E and A were gossiping and H and N were laughing. I shot N a weird and confused look and asked, didn't I just see you going to the bathrooms? She reciprocated the weird and confused look and said, no, I've been here the entire time. She was wearing the exact pyjamas I saw her in.
Favourite Dr. Pepper shirt.
Yeah, what about the t-shirts? H, E and A were all looking at me now, confused. A spoke next and said, that's some ghost stuff. Wow, did she?
Wow, love that, eh?
We decided to ignore what I saw, but I couldn't sleep late that night. At around 3 a.m, I had to desperately use the bathroom, so I sprinted to the bathroom and did what I had to.
Why do they always say it weird?
Right as I was going to exit the bathroom, I heard it, creepy and weird, raspy breathing. I stayed in the bathroom for about 30 minutes and didn't leave until I had safely called my mum. What's your mum going to do? Your mum went there.
I know.
The moment I stepped out of the bathroom, the breathing was gone. And now the breathing noise was not inside the bathroom. I didn't have a single experience like that again the rest of the week we were staying.
Is that the whole story?
That's the whole story.
That's not even a number on the scale, that's a 0. I don't care.
Someone's put, where were you if you weren't on Navajo land? Sorry if that's said wrong. You can automatically rule out a skinwalker. Wow. Are they only on Navajo land? I'm not sure. We were at a place that I was unfamiliar with. It was a semi-rural, but not completely. This happened back in June. I don't have the best memory, but I believe this happened in a place called South Hill. Oh, so this was this year? Oh yeah, this was only posted like 2 months ago. This was posted. I feel like this had old vibes, like camp. What's the camp called from? What's the camp called from Jason? No, not Jason.
Freddy. Freddy. Freddy's not
Jason.
on Elm Street. Yeah, Jason's the camp. I was gonna say
No,
camp.
Michael.
It's not Michael. It's Jason.
No, Jason's Halloween. Oh no, Michael's Halloween.
Michael's Halloween. Jason's the camp.
Yeah.
He drowned, didn't he?
What's the camp called?
I was gonna say Redwoods, but that's not it. What's Camp Redwood off? Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, this feels like Camp Crystal Lake. I was picturing, but
Why were you picturing that? No, I
I was
imagine
just
like a little
picturing a
church. I imagine like midnight mass.
why was I picturing camp? Did they even say anything about
It was
camp?
a church missionary.
Church missions trip. Yeah, but
Missionary.
it was saying like shower trailer and a long hot sweaty day. Oh yeah, the building was a church school.
Yeah.
That's weird. I can't picture this. I was still picturing camp though for some reason. Yeah, that one made me really scary.
Nah, that's...
I don't know what the raspy breathing was, but also, I was about to say you were outside, but you weren't outside.
You were inside.
But didn't you have to go outside to go to the toilet or something?
Yeah, so like wherever they were staying, you had to leave and go to the toilet to the shower blocks, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so they were outside, kind of.
I don't know, that one didn't scare me much. I didn't vibe with that.
And you're saying you were going to exit the bathroom, you heard breathing, but then the breathing was not inside the bathroom. So where was the breathing come from?
Outside the bathroom.
Yeah, but like, how would you even hear that?
I don't know. The vents. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not that scared of that one, to be honest. What? So when are you going to rate that?
I was going to do that quote then and say, I want to give it a 0, but I can't, so it's a 1.
So you're giving it a 1?
Yeah,
So
I'll give it a 1. If I could, I'll give it a 0, but I'll give it a 1.
Okay. Okay, we've got 3 more.
Okay, take it away.
This next one is from Paranormal and it is titled The Statue.
My mind automatically went to them Weeping Angels from Doctor Who.
Oh my god, yeah.
They used to proper scare me.
I haven't read this, but it might be.
It might be.
Me and my younger sister were around 9 and 6 years old and playing in the front garden during one summer's day.
Same age as us.
Along with our dad, who was tending to the garden, as he always loved to do. Our house had quite a large garden.
Is this us?
And the gate, which led to the back garden, was accessible from the side.
Is this us?
It was...
No, seriously? Did we write this?
It was a metal gate which had thing back...
Jenny the rabbit. Jenny, this is our story.
Me and my sister were playing in the front garden and realised that if you look through the side gate,
It's us.
one of our animal garden statues.
Is this actually I was laughing like...
I was waiting how long you'd take to realise, but you realised quick.
I did realise.
I'm going to read it all, guys, because this was a true story.
Have you read this before?
Oh.
Oh, no, like on your podcast?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wrote this, like, in a story fashion.
5. I'm terrified. I know what's coming.
I wrote this in a story fashion because it's true. But I wanted
Okay.
to see how long it made me realise.
Sorry, go on. Start again.
You literally have said 9 and 6 and you went the same as us. Me and my younger sister were around 9 and 6 years old playing in the front garden during one summer's day, along with our dad who was tending to the garden as he always loved to do. Our house had quite a large garden to the side and the front, and the gate which led to the back garden was accessible from the side of the garden. It was a metal gate which had thin black poles so you could see through to the back garden. Me and my sister were playing in the front garden and realised that if you look through the side gate, one of our animal statues in the middle of the back garden was facing our direction, so it looked as if it was staring right at us, and we thought it looked spooky. So, us being kids, we ran up to the gate multiple times to see the statue staring at us, giggled and ran away. I remember wanting to go inside. My dad noticed what I was about to do and suddenly stopped me and said, "Where are you going?" I said, "Just go inside the house." He replied with, "No, why don't you just stay out and play for a bit more?" So I did. A few minutes later, my sister came running, screaming and crying hysterically from around the corner and said, "It's moved." Turns out,
How did I say it?
It's moved! Jade! Turns out, as I was talking to my dad, my sister had gone to take a peek at the statue on her own and it had moved. It was now right behind the gate in the back garden and on top of the waste bin, essentially eye level to us. We probably could have touched it if we reached through the gate, as it was now that close to the gate. I went into a shock-like state and my sister was crying hysterically, scared out of our minds. Turns out our mum and dad knew what we were doing and came up with a plan to move the rabbit statue, as they thought it would be funny. We never let them forget it to this day, and I don't think me and my sister ever looked at Jenny the rabbit the same again.
No, we didn't. I am traumatised.
I know this sounds like our mum and dad were proper evil.
They were. Do you want to know what else they done? My dad, once upon a time, back in the day, I don't even know how old we were obviously children, probably about the same age, maybe a little bit younger. my dad shown us the Thriller video where Michael Jackson's a bloody werewolf.
Like the full video.
The full video, Thriller. And you know at
Transition.
the end where obviously is he even a werewolf or is he a zombie? Oh, I don't know, he's a werewolf, isn't he?
Yeah, he goes into a werewolf.
Yeah, because you never used to like werewolves.
That ain't because of that.
No, I know, but that's
and that
why
made it worse.
Yeah, that just traumatised it. And the end bit where he turns around and looks back and his eyes like change colour, absolutely traumatised us. And then he sent us to bed straight after it. It was like 9 p.m. and he was like, bedtime, kids. And we were like, what?
Like, I think our mum was like out at the bingo or something, and then when we told our mum about it, my dad was like looking at us like, don't tell her.
Yeah, he was like, don't tell your mum what I'm showing you.
Oh,
terrible.
Oh god.
So yeah, that's 5 out of 5.
I know, that was scary, that.
Obviously looking back on it now is not scary and it's actually quite funny.
Yeah,
but
like obviously, like I'd do that to my kids.
I'd do that to my
I'd be
kids,
like, let's
to be
move
fair.
it. But like literally, it was just a little rabbit statue and we loved it.
And it was just like one of them little garden ones, wasn't it?
And then they moved it and it was scary.
Yeah, because
It was
we didn't
scary
expect, yeah. Because we just didn't expect it to be moved.
I know, but I
And they
remember,
done that in proper,
like
like stealth mode as well, because obviously we were running up and down.
I
And
know.
no matter
Obviously,
where
like
we stood-
obviously, like my dad said to me, "Mum, move it," because
Yeah.
they're looking at it or something, and then she moved it quick.
Yeah, but like that was proper stealthy.
Unless it wasn't them.
Imagine if it wasn't.
Imagine if all these years it weren't.
To be
actually them.
fair,
No, it
they've
was.
never like admitted that they moved it, so it might not have been.
Yeah, they have straight away.
Maybe.
You were literally crying, and I
And
was
you-
like in shock. Like I couldn't even talk or move
Yeah, but
because I was like scared that much.
yeah, but like instead of like
And then they were like, "It was
traumatising
us. It was us." Oh yeah, to be fair.
Yeah, but like imagine if your kids are traumatised, you're just gonna leave them, are you? You'll have to be like, oh
Oh my god,
I don't
imagine
know.
if it weren't them.
Oh, that'd be so funny. In that spooky house
Yeah, that was in that spooky house from
Jade's
my
first
episode
podcast
1.
episode.
Yeah.
That was in that house. Yeah, so that's 5 out of 5. Traumatised.
Yeah, same,
hated
traumatised.
it, never
Traumatised from
recovered. Terrified of rabbits ever since. I'm really kidding, I wasn't. I wasn't.
Right, let's go on. This one's quite short.
Can I just say, I was 6 as well. That's why I was like proper
I think we
screaming,
were
crying
about,
hysterically.
I think we were about that age. I don't know if that was the right age. I just put that because
No,
I
we
knew.
definitely were, because that's about the age when we lived there.
Yeah, we probably were that age. Okay, let's go on to this one now. This is from the subreddit Ghost Stories, and it is titled "Pink Dress."
Oh, cute. High heels, red dress.
Pink dress. This encounter happened a couple of years back, but I still can't shake it off. The night begins like any other night. I'm lying in bed peacefully watching the TV when my eyes start to get heavy. I turn the TV off and my room goes dark for a moment before the home screen of my TV lights my room just a little. I sleep on my side, facing my door with a blanket covering everything other than my face.
I was going to say feet then. I was like, psychotic that.
Covers your head, just not your feet. Behind me is a wall and a window. I remember awakening to the sound of a subtle footstep. I ignore it because I think it's my mum peeking in on me to make sure I was asleep, but I heard no other sounds and it was eerily quiet. I opened my eyes just a little to see the edge of a pink dress and a hand that was at least 1 foot away from the side of my bed. At first I thought it was someone playing a prank on me. My mum had this life-size Barbie doll she let my little sister play with.
What the hell? Why have you got a life-size Barbie doll?
And why is it your mum's? I feel like it's not a Barbie doll. My mum had this life-size Barbie doll she let my little sister play with, so I assumed they put it beside my bed to scare me. But as I uncovered my face more from the blanket, I seen that it wasn't the doll, but a girl in a pink dress was standing beside my bed.
Oh, like a little kid, like a little Barbie doll. I thought he meant like life-size, like pure 6 foot or whatever. That's why I was like,
I was picturing that, to be honest.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like a little...
Like a kid's size one.
I don't know if Barbie doll is that size though.
Do you remember? No, because you can get them ones.
Yeah, but they're not Barbie.
Yeah, but maybe they were back in
Just
the
a
day.
doll, yeah, okay. I was frozen in fear and couldn't move for what felt like hours. The whole time I was staring at this thing, I heard very heavy breathing. I finally had the courage to peek up from under the covers, only to discover that she had no head. It looked like halfway up her neck was just a jet black shadow. I couldn't see anything else past that point.
It was dark in your bedroom.
Yeah. When I woke up the next morning, I stepped out of bed only to find a set of footprints where the girl was standing, and they couldn't have been mine because the toes were facing my bed and my door was shut all night. Thank you for reading.
Oh, is that it?
The only comment says, that was creepy. Yeah, that was it. This was quite recent as well. This was like 2 months ago.
Oh, balls. Okay.
I know. I don't know. I feel like that was a dream, my friend. You were sleepy, your eyes were closing, getting heavy, you turned the TV off. I think that was a dream.
What about the footsteps, though, James?
What about the footsteps and the toes facing your bed?
Are you wearing any shoes on?
Oh, I know, I'd be like, can you please get your bare feet off my carpet?
Out your room. Filth.
And was the footsteps coming up to that, or just them? You know what I mean?
I know, was the footsteps like about your room or just in one place? Like what? I'd love to know more about this.
And did you tell anyone? Did you tell your mum about this? Did you tell your friends? Did you tell anyone in your family?
Did you tell your mum with the life-size Barbie doll?
It could have been the Barbie doll. I don't know where her head went though.
It was dark in the room, maybe they just couldn't see her head.
Yeah, I just think it was a dream, honestly. So sorry about that. But
okay, that's again a 1. Oh
God, this isn't very good, is it?
No, this isn't doing well to scare me.
I know. I didn't read them. I should have really.
It's all good.
This one's a little one as well.
Ooh.
This one is from Spooky Stories and it's titled, Did anyone else see people at night when they were little?
Do you know, I used to have, not to do with anything, I used to have a fear when I was little, I don't know if I've told you this, that when we lived in the house with Jenny Rabbit, when I used to go to bed, obviously I was the youngest, so I used to go to bed first, my mum would put me in bed and stuff, and when you and, I don't know if you'd still be awake, you and my mum and dad would still be downstairs, and I used to think, I don't know why, I usused to believe that you all took your skin off. And you only had the skin when I was there, and you just be skeletons.
Why did you think that?
I don't know. And then,
that didn't happen.
Like, oh, thanks, jeez.
Just
never thought that, yeah. But and you only had the skin when I was there, but you always used to take your skin off. There's a fun fact for you. Obviously, you don't believe that now.
That's probably because of the witches, I reckon.
The witches?
Yeah, the film The Witches.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I was only
because that's what they do, isn't it? Did you think we look like that underneath?
No, just like skeletons. And these were just bones.
Oh.
And I always used to think if I sneak down and like sneak through the stairs, I'd be able to see you as being skeletons. But I never used to do that just in case you were, and I didn't want to know.
I remember one time there was like this pile of clothes in my mum and dad's. This isn't even like scary now, but there was a pile of clothes in my mum and dad's room. Was there like another bed in my mum and dad's room once?
No.
There was.
No.
There was.
No.
There was.
No.
A single bed.
No. Why would there have been a single bed in my mum and dad's room?
I don't know, but there was.
There wasn't.
No, there actually was.
No,
I'm not lying about that.
No, there wasn't. In what house? Cafford?
That one, yeah.
No, there wasn't.
Anyway, the door was open and there was a pile of clothes on that bed. It was where where the door is. It was like in front of the doorway.
A single one?
Yeah, I thought there was like a single bed or a little bed.
Do you know now you've said that?
I know.
Rings the bell.
Why though?
Wasn't someone's room getting decorated? And we put the bed there?
Maybe yours. I don't know. Anyway, I went past once and there was like this pile of clothes on the bed, but it looked like the shape of a bear. And I remember I thought it was a bear, like asleep on the bed. And I was proper scared, and like I ran down and I was like crying, and I kept looking up the top of the stairs.
To see if the bear was coming.
And my mum and dad were like, what? Because they must have been like, what have you seen?
Yeah.
And I was proper like looking up and I was crying and I was like, like scared that the bear was going to come. And I was going, it's a bear. And
where was I?
I don't know, you're probably there, like, but I was
just probably getting eaten by the bear.
No, you were probably there, like, but I remember just obviously crying and they were like, it's not a bear, it's clothes.
It's not a bear, fine.
And to this day, I don't know if it was a bear or clothes.
Well, I'm going to take a wild guess.
No, it was clothes, it was clothes, like. But I really thought it was a bear, like, I proper looked like a bear curled up with its ears and that.
Oh,
cute.
Anyway, is that when you discovered you needed to go to Specsavers and get some glasses?
Yeah, I was only a little babby then. Okay, anyway.
Go on.
So, did anyone else see people at night when they were little? I don't know how Reddit works and have never posted lol, but I heard a story about sleep paralysis and it reminded me of when I was little, around 3 to 7 maybe, I used to see people at night. Whenever I tell this to my friends, they get freaked out, but I don't know how to describe it. But they were my friends, like almost imaginary friends. There was this one guy, he would come a lot, I couldn't see his face, but he would wear a big hat and long coat. And in his coat he had potions, I don't even know, but I would talk to the people in my mind and he came. And I wasn't making up what they said to me, it just came to me, and they were all kind of see-through, but maybe once a week I would see one of them, and sorry, there's literally no grammar in this, it's just one big sentence. Maybe once a week I would see one of them, and then there was a girl and she would always come whenever I have fights with my mum. and said that she had a daughter once, but she looked like a teenager, and she would hug me and sing me a song till I fell asleep. The other people but the potion man and the woman were the most common. And also, whenever I went to my parents' room in the night, I would see like floating pearls and brackets, I feel like that's meant to say bracelets, and fairy dust fly towards me. They would go to my parents and would only come to me when I closed my eyes. It was probably just my imagination, to be honest, but it felt so real, and I still vividly remember this. Has anyone else experienced something like this? Also, what's the shame about saying a teenager couldn't have a daughter?
I know, yeah.
Someone said I would see cats, and someone's commented, oh yeah, I know someone who saw dogs.
What? Just like in general at night?
I used to always have a dream about cats in the house again. That house was weird, man.
I know. It actually was.
The house was weird now. I used to have dreams about cats all the time in the house. And like, I think it was because my dad didn't like cats. I mean, like, he didn't pure hate them, but
he just wasn't a fan.
I think he had like loads of flowers, and then the cats used to like come on the flowers and that. Yeah. And then I used to have dreams about like that there'd be loads of cats in the garden. And we had like a slide and all that, and the cats would be on the slide. But it was scary. Like, my dream was scary. And then you'd be in the house. I mean, it was scary though. Like, it was scary dreams. But it was a dream. So I don't really know what that was about, like, but yeah.
So no, I've never had like a recurring dream. I had this one. It's not.
Also, I've got another one. I'll tell you now.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I've just got this one. It's not scary, and it obviously must be a dream, because when I'm about to say it, I couldn't have done this. I used to have a dream that I used to fly down the stairs.
Oh my god, don't mess. I was gonna say that.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say that.
No, and like...
I was just about to say that. That was my thing. No, I knew you, like, when you just were like, I couldn't have done this, I was like, I know what I was going to say. That's what I was just going to say.
How mad's that?
But what I was going to say was, while I've been doing this podcast thing, I think I said this on another one. Someone put, I've been flying down the stairs.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, like, someone put, does anyone remember jumping down the stairs as they were kids?
Yeah.
And, like, everyone was commenting. I remember doing it. And like me and brother, like me husband and his sister used to say, do you remember doing it when they were little?
Yeah.
But I think it was a dream.
It must have been a dream.
Yeah, it obviously must have been a dream.
Being carried up and down the stairs and stuff when you were little.
But I remember like from the top jumping, and like you would fly and you would land at the bottom.
Yeah. And then as like, I literally used to remember it, and as I actually got older, I used to think I'd put my hands on the middle. Like the middle of the banister from the standing on the
yeah, and then your legs would be up.
And your legs up, and then you'd do
oh
it,
my god, no. That was so weird that you just said that.
But obviously, I couldn't have done
that.
I
know, we obviously couldn't have done that, but like, that's what I was just going to say, and loads of people say it.
It must be from like getting carried up and down the stairs or something.
But like loads of these people were saying like, obviously it must have been a dream, but like I really remember it, and I really remember it as well.
Like, it's proper
I mean, I never remember it to the point where I thought I was really doing it. Like, I thought it was a dream.
Oh no, I used to think I was really doing it. Like, I still believe I was doing it, but obviously if I go to people like,
yeah, I know, but the feeling felt so like you were really doing it, like not a dream.
I'm still convinced I do it though. Well, obviously not now,
I
but
was gonna say I don't really have that dream anymore.
No. But
and it was always that house. It was never the house after that.
Yeah, it was. It was always that. What happened in the house?
The house was just weird.
So we need to get a priest out there.
I know. I always wonder, like, the people who moved in after us, like, does like, if we'd be like, does that happen? Yeah. They're just like, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe we were just weird.
That was so weird. Have any of you ever floated downstairs?
It's a common thing. I think they would have.
Is it a common thing?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of other people thinking of it until I was reading stuff on podcasts and that.
Well, that's what I mean. It's a common thing.
I know. And then like, it brought it back and I was like, oh my god, I did that.
Yeah.
Okay, that was weird.
Anyway.
Was that the last one? I know. That was so weird the way you just said that though.
Yeah, that one was boring.
They used to say, these weren't very good. They weren't any scary, really.
No. I will sleep like a baby straight from this.
You'll just have to come on another episode then and I'll try and scare you.
I think next time I'm going to find someone.
Yeah, you get them off Reddit.
Okay.
Yeah, you find some. Even if like you find some and I'll find some.
Yeah.
We can do a long episode. How long is this?
So basically...
This one's 40 minutes. I mean, I'm going to cut stuff down, so it's probably like 30 odds, but... Okay.
So basically, scale of 1 to 10, how scared was I?
Apart from the Jenny story, because that was traumatising.
10 out of 10, traumatising.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Genuinely, like, about a 2.
I know, sorry. Sorry, failed.
No,
I didn't
fine.
scare Amy.
I'm not easily scared.
Yeah, but I should have really read them through first. But I wanted
real
my
stories though. They're just spooky.
I wanted
like,
my reaction.
creepy.
I wanted like mine and your reaction to be the first time hearing it, 'cause I hadn't heard them.
Okay.
Well, next time we'll try harder, basically.
I hope there's no little girls floating above my bed later.
Yeah, we'll save you sleep tonight and then we'll reevaluate.
We'll reconvene.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope you liked it. Hope we didn't annoy you. Because you probably do.
Yeah. We are annoying ones together.
We are annoying moments together, sorry. Sorry I didn't scare Amy. Hopefully I didn't scare you too much. But it's just spooky vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so thanks so much for listening. Next week, I think I'm going to do like a toys episode.
Ooh.
Of like talking toys and stuff. Because I think it's been Christmas recently, hasn't it? And we all get new toys for Christmas. If we're good. So I think I'm going to do toys episodes. And then I've got a few other ones planned. But if there's anything you want to see specifically, comment below, get in touch on social media, blah, blah, blah. But thank you so much for listening. And thanks, Amy, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I think you'll see Amy again at another time. I just don't know when. Maybe like once a month.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Cause next one, I'm going to do Valentine's one. Okay, well, you'll see Amy if February then sometime. Don't know when yet.
See you next month.
Thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Bye.